Max Geller here with ESPN, and I am joined live with an exclusive interview with Dominic Walker, a.k.a. Dom the Dominator, who has just been selected with the 86th pick in the draft by the Houston Texans. Congratulations on this happy day for you.
Hey, Max, how you doing? Thanks for having me.
We're showing a little bit of footage right now. We were not exactly ready to cut to you yet. This is a bit of an unexpected surprise. You are reacting live. We have you on camera now, and it seems like you're overcome with emotion. Could you explain what's going on in your head at this moment?
Well, to be honest, Max, I was a little surprised that it was the Texans that ended up picking me. I had talked to my agent and I talked to my representatives for the draft, and we had a lot of teams that thought that they might have interest, but the Texans just weren't one of them. So I was just kind of trying to process the whole thing in real time.
Yeah, we were a bit surprised too. We didn't have you ready at this slot in the draft. We don't have any highlights from you, but I'm seeing a few of your statistics there with Texas Southern. You're fullback, and you played 13 games, rushed 264 yards, 9 touchdowns, 1,500 yards overall. Very respectable numbers. You must have killed it at the combine. So what do you think? This is an amazing moment. You're going to the NFL.
Well, I mean, it's been a dream of mine to get to the NFL. One of my idols was Michael Strahan growing up, went to TSU as part of the reason why I stayed in Houston to go to school there. But I got to be honest, this whole Houston Texans, Bill O'Brien thing has really got me kind of reevaluating myself and who I am, not only as a football player, but as a person. I mean, if somebody like that is going to select somebody like me, then what does that say about me? I don't know, Max.
Why don't you elaborate on that? What does it say about you?
Well, I mean, based on the things that the Texans and specifically Bill O'Brien, they've been up to in the last few years, I got to assume that if they picked me as high up as they did, I must be garbage. I must be worthless.
No.
So, I mean, if that's the case, I don't see why I even go through with the formality of being a Houston Texan in the first place. I might as well hang it up right now.
My goodness, you're reacting this strongly to the fact that this is the team that chose you, the Texans.
Well, I mean, it's not necessarily the players or the ownership. It's Bill O'Brien. I just gotta shoot you straight, Max. If somebody like that thinks highly of somebody like me, then that means I must. But it's just, I think I just got to retire, Max. I think that I can't go on. I don't think it would be in anybody's best interest. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hang up the cleats now while I still have my faculties intact, no CTE, and I still feel good about myself as a human being and as a football player. This is it. I'm done.
So you are retiring on the day that you are drafted to the NFL.
That's it. Grand opening, grand closing. This is it. I'm hanging them up. It's been fun, but one of my big goals was to get drafted. I got drafted. Unfortunately, it was by Bill O'Brien and the Houston Texans. So on that note, I'm out.
Well, that's certainly understandable given the moves that we've seen. I'm sorry that you feel that way. This is an exclusive news right here on ESPN. The first ever draftee to retire at the moment he's drafted. I would like to just ask you one last question. I mean, if football's not in your future, what do you expect to do?
My uncle's got a good little business going. He's got business selling bonsai trees on the side of the road. I feel like if he's able to make that work, and he's got his family taken care of, his little situation there in Missouri City, I feel like maybe I can go sell some bonsai trees with him. Maybe I could set up a little something for myself on the north side, and I'll be good. There's other things besides Bill O'Brien and the Texans. I think I'll be just fine, Max.
I'm being told right now from our director that we have footage of the Texans war room and Bill O'Brien reacting to the news that Dominic Walker has already retired.